Evening, guys. Evening, Voodoo. Yeah, today we have again new opponents in the top 8, like Alkian and Dragonfist Lord made it back into the top 8. He was kind of often top 8 before, but yeah, for some cocks, he didn't make it. So for the first, we have to we can watch Goodlad versus Tyrene. After that, I have to face Akian, and then Sebo versus Naga Flame, and Enkidu versus Dragonfist Lord. Goodlad was able to beat Apo in the group stage, and yeah, so let's check. He still have the same teams, switched a little bit. In this Boragos team, he brought back Dark Elemental. So if I meet this one with my Cove team, I won't make it. But yeah, let's see. And Tyrene has a strong Fiona team with Priest. His cast team is not that strong, even though it has a 6-star Second Awakened Naga. But he will lack the Magic Awakening. And then a strong Adela without Seraph, but he uses Blood Angel instead. Sevo still has his 3 teams. He made it back into top 8 with his Griffinheart, Adela, and Fiona team. In Razor Flame, we saw him last cock, if I remember correctly, and still has same teams, Fiona, Adela, and Utare. Enkidu has a strong Adela team, Melodia as well, and with some Rampart stuff in it. Did I bet? Oh, I forgot. So, we see Adela versus Fiona. Seraph was able to kill the devil. Seraph is pretty important against Inferno teams, because if he managed to kill any Inferno unit, or your team managed to kill any Fiona unit, your whole team gets crit hit and damage buff. That's pretty important. So yeah, probably I will meet his Boragos or Tazar, because I bet he will win. No unit lost yet. Tyrene lost his Venus spawn. Was it Abyss Lord? No, it was Venus spawn. The sweet skin. Or is it Abyss Lord? Those new skins are horrible. But yeah, clear victory for Goodlad in that case. And after that, I have to choose my teams versus Alkian. So yeah, pretty nice fight. And I have to keep in mind what team I can use afterwards versus Goodlad, because his Boragos is strong, especially with Dark Elemental. And his Tazar team as well. So let's check it. Boragos, yeah, with Dark Elemental and Judicator. And Tazar with a lot of dungeon mixed into it and some seer for the domain buff. So yeah, hard choice. So let's check my next opponent. Pretty equal power teams, except his Adela, which is quite strong, with Arcana Archer, Sister, Marksman. Let's check the emblems. Darkness and Lightning emblems, not that bad. And let's check the Naga as well. Not the best emblem choice for Naga. The Darkness Enlightenment emblem would be better on Naga because of the Magic Awakening. But yeah, Seraph also 5-star Second Awaken, or 5-star Second Awaken Naga, 4-star Second Awaken. Judicator for immunities for the heal, and Arcana Archer and Dragon Golem. So yeah, kinda powerful team and some proper emblem casting. Yep, difficult choice. So first, let's bet. So we have Xeron, we have Jim, and we have Adela, and we don't know if he's active or not. And we have on our side Fiona, Casabel Melodia, and Adela. And I have to face Goodlad, so I will need my Adela anyway. At least that's what I'm thinking. So let's gamble and stick with it and see if we manage to obtain an open lane and charge into Sister and die into Sister because she heals anyway. But yeah, let's see if this will phase out or not. And if I lose, that's not a big deal because Alkian gains automatically get a top rank. But yeah, he used his Xeron team. Devil got killed pretty easily. And yeah, that's not a big deal. So yeah, that's a pretty easy fight. No units were armed because of Priest. And yeah, let's see how long this Blackguard will tank. Not that long.
Defying me will cost you.
Yeah, not that long. So yeah, Dark Elemental carried as usually. So now we can check the next fights. Yeah, as I mentioned, Sven with his regular teams didn't change much. His Cove splashed Necro. And after that, Adela and Fiona with Priest as well, even though he splashed in some Infernal units. Yeah, Abyss Lord and this horrific Venus Spawn skin. Looks like Centaur to me. Centaur and Flame. And he have to face Demon Razor Flame. We got strong teams as well. Fiona Adela, so eventually we will see an Adela versus Adela team, which I would favor onto Sven Sebo, I guess, because of the Naga, which slices through things like butter. But also he could stick. I don't think he will stick with his Nico team. He will choose either Adela or Fiona, because those teams support some heal with Sister and Priest. And also he knows that any of us, either Goodlad or me, have to use our strongest teams to beat each other. So he can save his, in my opinion, weaker Necro team for the final fight. Yep, so I will beat on him, of course. And then we can watch Enkidu, which is quite often in the top 8 in our tier, and Dragon Fist Lord. Enkidu has a bit more power, about 1 million. But the teams are kinda the same. Melodia with some Rampart unit. The second Awakened Druid for Enkidu. While Dragon Fist Lord don't use Druid in his Melodia team, he splashed a lot of Cove also into it. And Judicator for immunity. And very important here, great Ragnar Archer and this Sword Dancer. If he hits an open lane, yeah, GG. You lost, mostly. Also, you can notice here is almost 2 million power difference between those two opponents. So yeah, of course we will see an amazing fight. And I bet it's Fiona versus Fiona. it's Necro versus Fiona. Okay, let's see. Devil jumps. If he jumps on Dark Elemental, that should die anyway. No, he's not. He managed to kill Crate and Dark Elemental. Oh. Let's see if the Necro Domain can help Sven's team to survive. Priest got annihilated as well as Revi and Devil. Kinda shocked for a moment. Will I lose my bet? Oh, now Necro team is dying. Grim Rider died, Dark Champion died, and Black Knights died. Now Ghost Dragon died as well. Yeah, so GG, the Razor Flame. You made me lose my bet. But yeah, I didn't expect Silver to use his Necro team, but eventually he's AFK. So that means we will have a complete different outcome for the top 2 battles. So probably it will be the Razor Flame on this side because he will be able to beat both of his opponents here, so either Enkidu or Dragonfist Lord. And yeah, depending on which team they choose. So eventually we will see Adela versus Adela, just to make sure you can fight for the top 2, at least for rank 3 or rank 4. Yeah, I would choose Adela if I would be them, just to make sure you can get the better rewards from rank 3 or 4. So yeah, that's like last cock when he lost in the group phase versus kinda stacked team with Priest. Was it Dragnetara, if I remember correctly? Yeah, it's always a contestant for the win, for the rank 1. So if he lost, it's always complete different setup. So I will beat on Enkidu. He's kind of strong, and Naga will rock a lot. So yeah, and then afterwards I have to face good luck. So and then will probably Uragos versus Adela, I guess. But yeah, that have to be determined later. First, we have to see and watch this fight. And yeah, pretty curious if Dragonfist Lord goes all in as well and uses Adela team with only a 5-star second awakened Naga. But yeah. No, he didn't. He chose to stay with his Cove team, with his Melodia team. Sadly, Sword Dancer doesn't have an open lane, so he is stuck on a tank. And already got a huge HP drop, even though Naga wasn't at the tanks, just because of Dark Elemental. So yeah, this probably next fight is Enkidu versus the Razor Flame. And because of his Enkidu used already his strongest team, the Razor Flame will win the second fight and obtain at least rank 2, eventually rank 1. So congratulations. So let's check the teams. He used Adela, so he will use either Boragos, which can beat my Cove team with Dark Elemental, as we've seen 7 cocks ago, cock 42, last time we met in that constellation, with Strong Flux versus Cove. And or he will choose Tazar with his Dragnetara spliff. And let's check the Naga Flame's other team. So I guess he will use eventually his weaker team, but I guess he will go for Ardela. And if not, yeah, then I will lose anyway, or Goodluck will lose anyway to his Ardela team. So if he decides to go to gamble and use his Fiona team versus Enkidu, then yeah, his Adela team should beat any of Goodluck's or my teams. Interesting Cove tonight. Different outcomes. That's why it's the only game mode right now which isn't completely boring or repetitive, because yeah, as you can see here, those servers, EU9 and EU11 and EU14, was it 9 and 11 which got uptiered into our tier? I guess, if I remember correctly. They were uptiered last cock, and as you can see here, again, 2 of them managed to get into top 8. So that's pretty nice, because the server they replaced didn't manage to join the top 8 that often. So I won't gamble, because yeah, his Tazar is pretty strong, especially with dungeon, and you never know when those chargers and where they will hit you. And that's why I will use my Adela. It should be a win if he doesn't hit an open lane and manage to kill my sister. But yeah, let's see what will happen. Okay, Strong Flux, Boragos, no open lane, Troll Shaman, Ice Demon. Ice Demon is very effective versus tanks or to weaken them. But yeah, with the second awakened Naga, even Behemoth shouldn't stay alive that long. But as you can see here already, the troll got rampaged in the very first 10 seconds, which is a huge advantage, because yeah, if you can kill him with backline damage, and I like backline damage, he can kill or deal a horrific amount of damage to my team while he is unarmed. So these damage has to be out-healed. As you can see here, with spells from Boragos as well, HP is dropping. Behemoth got his immunity. But yeah, that should be win with no bad energy. So for example, if Angel would die and Naga would die as well, that would be a huge disadvantage. But yeah, nobody died, so it's probably me versus the Naga Flame. Yeah, this time I got lucky. Goodluck had to use his Adela in the very first fight against Tyrene. And as you can see here, Troll with his Rampage early just out-damaged Dark Elemental by a lot of damage. 50% in damage overall advantage, and he doubled this even on effective damage. Yeah. And he rampaged at 10th or 11th second in the fight, so he had 35 or 36 seconds of rampage, and he has not a big or even a non-casted Path of Assassin in them. Yeah. So after that, we have to no, we have to we will watch probably Adela versus Melodia or versus Fiona. I bet Melodia just because of Priest. It's should be his strongest team, and yeah, eventually he will use his Dragnetara team just to make sure he could beat my third team, aka Cove. This one here with Melodia. So in terms of power advantage and team composition, I will bet on him. But yeah, it's always a gamble. You never know when and where I hit something. And for example, if his blade or sword dancer can hit an open lane, especially if he uses his Dragnetara team, the sword dancer could easily rip the backline apart. So like Dragnetara, Medusa, or this mermaid stuff. Medusa would instant die after his or her HP lock, same as the mermaid. It's always a gamble. So let's see if they choose a different hero, or if they stick with their order. Yeah, and they stick. So we see Adela versus Melodia, Sword Dancer. Sword Dancer, sadly, where is he?
I was just a little bit luckier than you. That's all.
Is it this one? Oh yeah, it was this one. And Dark Elemental already killed it, and Kraid killed it the second time, so that was pretty sad because he had an open lane. But because of the Dragon Golem, or the Dragon Golem's ability to delay melees, the melees got delayed. So that's why the range unit, in this case Dark Elemental and Kraid, were able to focus the melee units, in this case the Sword Dancer for first, and now yeah, they're just dealing with the rest of the team, and the biggest threat, the Sword Dancer, got already eliminated in the very first seconds. Now Centaurs stick at the backline, and yeah, doing pretty nothing, except now some tanking stuff. But his backline is not able to scratch any of these units. So yeah, it's a clear victory for Team Razorflame. So I have to face him. So let's see how this will end.
The outcome of this battle was decided before it even began.
Still tanking. Still tanking. And now they finally died. Yeah, at least I saved my bet. And now we will see Cove versus Dragnetara. His overall power is pretty high, as you can see here, from the team power and his overall power. But the units, like some emblem casting, I guess, and some unit skills as well. Manticore isn't that big kind of a deal. Yeah, but eventually he can hit an open lane with his evil sorcerers. He even lacks the dungeon champion. So Oh, we have to bet for rank 3. Tazar versus Fiona. It should be clear victory. And then we can finally check who will made it and will take the honor to win the 49th cock. So let's see if Tazar is able to hit an open lane and rip through the Fiona team. No open lane, but only some demons in their way, so the demons should easily perish. Even though Melodia's glow is pretty strong, but yeah, Seer, Faceless, and Evil Sorcerers managed to deal a lot of area of effect damage, and that's why the tanks and almost the backline perished. Devil jumped, but dealt no damage at all, and now the tanks die as well. Stop summoning, keep dying. So congratulations to rank 3. Yeah. So after that, it's Cove versus Dragnetara, and I used 3 tanks in my Cove team: Dragon Golem, the weaponized Dragon Turtle, and also weaponized but pretty weak Tidal Guardians. So Regnum Serpent's Awakening, and that should be in my favor because the Evil Sorcerers won't pass the lane. Although his dungeon team gets a hate buff from my Dragon Golem, so I have 50% damage reduction. But yeah, that should be a win in this case. And still, the waiting time is horrible. So, especially in this case, if you have only one team left, they could easily accelerate and let the next fight start after the previous ended and just hand out everyone winning the result. Yeah, that's not happening. So we still have to wait for the 3-minute timer and then have to wait for the 1-minute timer for the bits. And after that, we can easily see and skip the fight and just press fast forward and enjoy the result. So obviously you have to bet. And then let's see if his evil sorcerers manage to break through my lines, but I doubt it. And hope for my mermaids to heal the stuff and keep everybody alive until Kraid and Ragnarok wreaks havoc from hell. And finally, next week we will see the upcoming Dungeon Champion Faun, which will be added to so many teams because he provides an immunity skill like Judy does, except for his hatred faction, so it doesn't work for Tower Force, for example. But yeah, I will grab him too and add him into my Dragnetara team. So let's check. No open lane. That's good. He has Melodia. Not Melodia. He has Mermaids and Dragon Archer as well. So let's see if we can out heal. Crate already managed to kill Manticore 2 times. Dragon Golem dropped as well, but didn't die yet. Red Dragon got killed by Seer. And now yeah, the backline will perish. Dragon Archer constantly are attacked from my Dragon Archer special ability. So yeah, let's speed it up. I won't don't wanna annoy you with that fight because Black Dragon is tanky itself as well as Dragon Archer. So yeah, we need some good combination. For example, with a slow hit. Dragon Archer are dead, and now Evil Sorceress and Blackout will die as well, hopefully. Although they managed to come back to life, full life, in a second. Yeah, but now they perished, as well as the mermaids. And now only Blackout, and let's see how long this Black Dragon. Oh, he won't last that long. Damage wise, oh, and 2 damage Dragon that I out damaged Crate, even though Crate had a little bit more in damage overall. Ice Demon provided nothing except his domain and his ability versus tanks, which is quite nice. The HP damage. But yeah. That was it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, congratulations to everyone who participated in our top 8, especially Team Razor Flame. Congrats to rank 3, good luck for rank 4, and thank you to rank 4. Have a nice evening, guys.